Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. Today, I'm bringing you part 2 of Mailbag Monday. Got so long last Monday that we decided to break it into 2 parts, and we think you'll really like it. Yeah, two. And thanks for being along with us. We hope you'll enjoy us. Let us know what you think about the format of breaking it into 2 parts. We'd like to know. On today's show, you'll find out Snowbirds. Are they good or bad?
Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
Just to show you how friendly people are here, I have a couple of stories for you. The first one was sent to me by Bruce Miller. Last year, this guy's a lucky guy. He sent me a story where he found a wallet on the hiking trail down in the southern part of the villages, and it had $600 and some in it.
Woo.
And he was able to find the owner and give it back, and hallelujah, said the owner. Well, just the other day, Bruce found another wallet on the walking trail, believe it or not, with $583 in it.
Wow.
And here's a picture of Bruce and Doug, whom he contacted and gave the wallet back. He looks happy there. And what an illustration of, that's over $1,000 found in the villages and given back to the owner.
He's a lucky guy, though, to find that.
Chad Montgomery contacted us this week. He was somewhere and he found a pair of AirPods. You know, whatever those things are you put in your ear. What are those?
Earpods.
Earpods. Ear iPods.
Yeah.
It's a new product. And they were sitting on a fence post. Somebody had found them on a trail and set them up there for whoever comes back by to find them.
Because those aren't cheap.
Yeah, amazing.
No.
And,
nice.
it just happens all the time here. So we certainly don't want you to think the Villages is not full of kind and honest and friendly people, because we think it is.
Yes, we do.
But we think there was just something wrong with our experiment. When it comes to friendliness and acts of kindness, we had another wonderful example this week. My brother-in-law was here, and I'll just let him tell the story.
Had something happen that I just kind of wanted to share with everyone. Yesterday morning, we were all running around the house here in a tizzy, and my sister-in-law says, "Oh, I need some cracker crumbs and this and that and a couple of different things." So I took off on the golf cart and went to Publix and Walmart, and they were both closed. And then I ran over to a little 7-Eleven that was open. And while I was in the 7-Eleven, of course, they didn't have any of the stuff that I needed other than a bag of ice. And a lady asked me to get a drink down from a real high place up in the cooler for her. And I did, and I said something about the butter. Where was the butter? And she said, "Oh, it should be right here by the milk." So we went to the milk and looked, and there was no butter. She said, "Oh, well," she said, "I'll tell you what." She said, it's Thanksgiving, and why don't you just follow me home? And she said, "I made 14 dozen cookies yesterday." And she said, "I got about 12 pounds of butter left over at my house." And she said, "If you'll just follow me home, I'll give you a pound of butter or 2 pounds or whatever you need and tell you happy Thanksgiving." I said, "Well, ma'am, thank you very much. I can't follow you home because I'm on a golf cart and you're in a car, because you pulled up the same time I did and I knew she was in a car." So she said, "Okay, well, here." She said, "Give me your phone number and I'll send you a text. And then when you get home, if you need the butter, you call me and I'll give you my address and you can come by and pick up the butter." So just thought that was a nice story to tell. You don't find people like that every day that would just give a stranger their phone number and invite them into their home and offer to give them some butter. So just wanted to share that with everyone, and hope you all have a very happy holiday season and from now through Christmas. And
Wow. Was that something?
That was something. It's nice to know that there's somebody out there that's willing to give their time and their energy to strangers.
Invited a stranger to come back to their home to give them something that the stranger needed.
Yeah. Wow.
Just
incredible.
And when he told her he was in the golf cart, she gave him her phone number so that he can contact her.
Wow.
And just amazing.
Very amazing.
Kicking off our questions today. This is from Steve in Philly. He says, "Go Eagles." I hear people griping about snowbirds returning. Is it true that they make everything worse, harder to get tee times, traffic is horrible, Classes are too crowded. What do you think? And what can be done about it? Well, Steve, nothing can be done about it.
No.
And no, Snowbirds returning is not a bad thing.
No.
I mean, I think probably half or more of them have returned already.
Yes.
Some will wait till after Christmas. And the traffic will get a little bit worse. But here in our neighborhood, it's never going to get worse.
No.
You know, we are in Dunedin in a designer neighborhood, designer homes. And there are a couple of sets of villas, but it doesn't get so bad here.
You know,
Where you're going to notice traffic's on the main drags and at the gatehouses and the exits where you have to wait for the arm to come up and down. That's where you'll notice it merging onto some of the roundabouts.
right. And some of the restaurants will get a little bit more crowded. You may have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, if you just wait till 6:30, you won't have any trouble.
Yeah, wait later, because a lot of people like to eat early here.
You know, there's a lot of people start eating about 4, and at 6:30 you'll see it thinning out. You can make reservations some places,
yes, you can.
and things. But we love the Snowbirds. I mean, think about what if they weren't Snowbirds? What if they lived here 12 months a year? You'd have that crowding all year.
Yeah.
You'd have the tea times harder to get all year long. And I have heard about people getting bumped on tea times lately.
Oh, well,
You know what happens? The way you get tea times down here, you can actually go to the course and see if there's any openings, and there won't be, most likely, till very, very late in the day when you can't probably get 9 holes in, which is great for a beginning golfer.
absolutely.
You can go there and-
That's how
and
we did it when
play
he was
without an
teaching me.
audience.
Yeah.
But you sign up on the tea time system. It's $8 a month, and you go in 5 or 6 days in advance, and you say, I've got X number of golfers we want to play, and you have to give the village's number of each golfer. And then they check that number to see how many times have they played. And if they haven't played much, you'll get a tea time. You'll get to play. They have a process where we take all those points and they find out which group has played more than other groups, and they give the other groups a chance. It's a fair way to do it. And, you know,
Yeah.
Snowbirds do impact that a little bit. By the way, Snowbirds is not a derogatory term. That's just a common term. They call themselves that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we miss them when they're gone. We enjoy when they come back. We have a lot of friends that leave in the summertime.
Some of our dear friends are Snowbirds, and
Yeah.
we miss it. We'll miss
We
them when they're
really
gone.
do.
Yeah. Ron Pass writes, and he says, I enjoy classical music, the Nutcracker, and Broadway shows. Where around the villages could I get that type of entertainment? Ron, it's here. There are occasional Broadway shows, types of shows that make a stop at the Savannah Center or the Sharon up in Spanish Springs. And if you want to go to Winter Garden, there are lots of really neat plays down there put on by Victory Productions, and you can see those.
Yeah.
And you've got other places. You have Ocala, you have Orlando within a 1-hour drive.
Definitely.
You can get your fill of culture down here. That's one of the things we really love about the villages is the opportunity to see these things that we love.
We do. We do.
We were ushers for a period of time, volunteers at the Kentucky Center for the Arts, and we saw lots and lots of big plays, and we've seen some on their equal down here. You know, so I think you can find that. Our next question says, can you still buy the great value beef stew at Walmart? They said they'd been looking and couldn't find it. Well, I have looked every time I've been to Walmart. Every time we order groceries, I look. Not available anymore. I called several other Walmarts. Not available at theirs either. Can't figure it out. This good old great value beef stew is no longer available. Now, I hope it comes back, but I don't think it will. So now I'm in a dilemma. I've got 1 can left. Do I eat it or do I save it for a collector's item? What should I do?
I think
There it is.
I think you're going to have to eat it.
If you find it, let us know. It's good stuff. You get your couple pieces of bread, open this, just throw the whole thing on if you're a man.
I also add some peas to it.
No, just
Candy.
throw it on there and then heat that in the microwave. It's got a good meal. Time for shout outs.
Here is Debbie Suzak. She's in the middle on stage at the middle of the show here, and we went to the Saturday night. Her husband Jim sent us this photo. What a fun night.
Yeah, it was. She was a nice lady. Here's Tom and Lynette. They're originally from Michigan, and they live in Port St. Lucie, Florida, and they're looking at the villages.
And this is Billy, Jean, and Kevin, and they're proud new homeowners. See them standing in front of the sales center sign there? Welcome to the Villages.
We can use your questions. Just send them to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com and make them about a topic not really so specific to yourself, but something that would help the viewers that watch. And we'll try to get them on a Mailbag Monday real soon. And don't forget, let us know what you think of the split format, dividing a longer show into 2 parts and putting on Monday and Thursday.
Right.
We'd like to know.
It's almost that time of year when we're going to have to protect our plants. Now, if you're like us, you've replaced the plants that freeze with hardier plants that won't have to be covered up. Because let me tell you, covering them up, that's a hassle. These photos and videos are from last year when we were trying to protect our plants. And then on a windy night, it can blow your covers right off. You can get stuck with thorns and all kinds of hazards trying to do this, so we've opted when we redid our plantings not to choose anything that will freeze. Still, if you have them, you'll want to protect them, so get yourself something that will withstand a freeze. Or get yourself some good tarps. You'll have to tie them down somehow because the wind will blow them right off. Tall plants like this Robellini, they're kind of hard to cover because they're so big, and they are somewhat susceptible to frost. It's good to have a helper. I wouldn't try to do it alone. I don't think that's going to work, do you? And we ended up looking like the Beverly Hillbillies. And we tore it all out this year.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
If you haven't done it yet, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.
See You When You Get Here.